52 to 47, Alaska in front. Alaska, they had so many good things going for them, but in the second quarter there was that big run by Swift we were talking about, Jim.
Well, we talked about what Swift has to do in order to win this game, but for Alaska, I think if they can keep the tempo on, the pressure on Swift up the court, it really looked like they had a lot higher shooting percentage as we look at the leading scorers there. Lastimosa with 12, Gomez with 11, Barrientos with 8, and that's all, and Cardell with 7. They were all perimeter people, and most of those people got points in transition or in quickly getting the ball up court, and I think that was the key to them getting this 5-point lead.
And it was largest at 15, as we mentioned earlier. This is the third quarter of play, this showdown in San Fernando. Hawkins nails it. (54-47).
Let's see if they double team here. Once again, it comes from the point position. Johnny Barrientos, and that time Nelson goes right through 3 people, up, over, and in. And another chance for a 3-point play.
Asaitono definitely has to get his offensive cannons working here. As far as production is concerned, I think he has that in mind with that move.
I think if he moves to the basket as soon as he gets the ball, before the double team comes down, he'll have a little less problems there. As you see, the double team is coming from the point guard position. Johnny Barrientos coming over, and sometimes he's on the opposite side of the court. But here comes Alaska the other way.
Barrientos is fouled. Foul on Distrito. Look at this. Yengia was shouting at his team. All of them had their backs turned to the offense. Distrito picking up his second personal foul, the first foul charge against Swift. Alaska already with 1. Hook pass inside, Solomon can't get to it. Here comes Swift. Touch passing. Distrito will go straight to the hole. Offensive foul, no basket.
That's talking about someone getting back on defense. Alaska that time, watch Johnny A. stop under, get set. Takes it right in the chest. That's a charge. No doubt about that. Great defense.
1 minute going by us here. 5-point lead by the Milkmen. Barrientos with a shuffle. Hawkins, 2 in a row in this quarter.
Hawkins off to a good start as they're sharing the wealth on the Alaska side.
6 points by Hawkins. Meneses' glass shot, not that time around. Picked up by Solis. He fires a 3. It's not gonna go. Rebound battle and a foul in the air.
On Bong Hawkins.
Hawkins picking up his second personal foul. And 2 team fouls have been slapped on each side. 10 minutes, 19 seconds to go. You're watching this on a delayed basis, ladies and gentlemen, recorded earlier in the evening. A very special vintage sports presentation with Sam Sarmenta here, Jim Kelly and Butch Maniaga. That ball bounces out.
And Swift can't seem to find the outside shooting touch here. They've had a number of open shots, especially from 3-point range.
Here's Barrientos trying to set up the table. He finds a spot, nails it. Johnny with 10. Asaitono. Finger roll, ends up short. 3 Alaska players leapt for that ball. Hawkins seeking to control it, and there was a foul off that effort. Not exactly a picture-perfect shot.
You know, the floor is a little bit harder here than at the Cuneta Astrodome, and the ball comes off it a little bit quicker, and maybe even though the players practice here, they're not quite in the rhythm of things. When the ball sort of comes off at a different angle or a different bounce.
That's true. 9:29 to go as Hawkins is on your picture. Fails to score on the first. First half ended at 52 to 47 in favor of Alaska Milk. first quarter ended at 30-25, still in Alaska's favor. Alaska gets a split of those charities. And Swift will take a timeout with 9:29 to go in the third. 9 minutes, 29 seconds remaining. A 10-point advantage for the Alaska Mill squad of Tim Cone. They have been in control of this ball game, except during one stretch where they lost a 15-point advantage. It was reduced to as much as 6. Here's Asaitono, snapping it over to Reyes. Here's the street above the key, draws it through the traffic. Meneses gets it from close range.
Boy, that was the best offensive set we've seen from Swift in a long time. They probed inside, outside, moved the ball, and got themselves a layup. But Johnny A comes back, misses from three-point range. We're going to have a loose ball foul on Alex Araneta.
Araneta picks up his second personal foul.
Before we get too far from that last time out, Coach Yang Yao was very emphatic. Get back on defense, move the ball on offense. Let's stop all this one-on-one. And there's a turnover, but Swift gets the ball back as Johnny A can't hold on to it.
Number 14, pulling number 14 there. 8-point game. Swift trying to uncork a run here. Here we go with Solis. Solis over now to Asaitono. Asaitono to the open Distrito. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Will they have time to put up a shot? No, action continues. Here comes Solis. Solis coming out of the pack. Distrito is free, but he decides to pass over to Solis for the 3. Yes!
Well, you know, it was a matter of time before they struck one of those outside shots. They continue to double team inside, and the outside shot is wide open. It's a question if they will be able to knock him down. That's an offensive foul.
Lastimosa will be charged with the offensive foul, number 2 on Jola's, 3rd on the team. Watch it once more. Tim Cone tapping Cardell here. Swift is on a run. Reyes can't knock it down. Johnny on a fast pace, but decides to slow down. Jolas working on the street. The flip, not quite. In the hands of Alaska still. Abarientos above the key, decides against shooting it. Shot clock reads 16. Johnny shoots. Can't get it to fall in. Rebound, Swift. Lastimosa with a steal. Asaitono not controlling the ball. Jolas knocks in the 3.
That time, carelessness by Swift. With a quick flip, Al Solis from 3 again, and he knocks it down back to back from Rainbow Country.
And Solis shooting that in a relaxed fashion. He knew it was on its way in. We're down to 7 and 20, 62-57. This place beginning to rock with this exciting encounter. Meanwhile, Abarientos downstairs to Solomon, faces the basket. It does not go in. There's a tip in. It will count. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. It will count. It will count.
There is a foul on number 11. That's Asaitono.
Technical foul for Team Cone.
Tim Cone gets a technical.
I think he was reacting to the first. Let's take a look at it here. We'll see what happened. Araneta up and tapped it in. And I think what Coach Tim Cone was reacting to was maybe the first call by the official. He seems to be waving his hands as to nullify the basket, but what he indeed said was the basket was good plus 1 foul shot.
(64-58). 7 minutes, 6 seconds remaining. Alex Araneta misses the gift shot. Abarientos takes it away. Jolas above the 3-point arc. No siree. Time down to 6 and 55. Here's Asaitono. Offensive foul, it was coming.
Offensive foul by Tono.
Well, Alaska really stressing getting back on defense, and twice this quarter, even though Swift had the numbers, they've been able to draw offensive charges.
Here's Barrientos. No, aside from the thrill of the contest, what is exciting to watch, Cardell took that, are the coaches and the strain that they're going through to win this ball game.
Well, both coaches want to win this. This is a very big game here.
Here's Distrito starting his grind. Difficult layup.
Yep.
Oh boy! As you would say, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Nelson timed that perfectly, and no one put a body on him coming from the offside. He just rammed that one right back home.
And we are left with 6 minutes in this encounter. Hawkins, oh yes! 9 points by Rene Hawkins, has had a good third. Hawkins only 2 points at the end of the first 12 minutes, nothing in the second quarter. Downstairs we go, Asaitono. A foul. How do you spell power? Watch this. This is one way. It just didn't go in, but this is awesome.
Yeah, he timed that perfectly, because if the ball would have been on the rim, that would have been offensive goaltending. So not only does he have to time it, he had a little bit of hang time in there as well.
68-60. Alaska is in front, though, as we take a look at Tim Cone, discuss and talk shop with Rene Hawkins. He misses the first.
That's back-to-back free throws by Nelson. He had a three-point play before he missed. And the first one here. Usually a very reliable free throw shooter. Comes into the game at 84%, and he splits the charity.
And referee Bello says, hold it. Let's get organized here. Here's Araneta. Yes!
Joe Lass is in a pretty good groove right here. When he's got some room and he can see the basket, he's shooting the ball very well. Nice release.
I like the comment you made earlier about Alaska spreading the wealth. That is exactly what they have done, and Solis is getting fired up here. That's his 5th from Rainbow Country. Here's Cardell. Inside. Oh, just a bit short. Looked like an air ball. Managed to kiss the iron. Johnny with a tough pass. And Tim Cone with a smile on his face, saying, sayang, could have. He might have made that go through. Anyway, they'll have a chance to recycle their offense here. Time down to 4 and 48, 70-64. Alaska's up by 6. Hawkins shot, no siree. Rebound foul.
Joe Lass is everywhere.
Oh, Distrito has just picked up his 4th personal foul. Keep in mind, though, that I think I failed to mention that both teams are now in penalty. 4:41 remaining. Alex Araneta will likewise sit down. Huino is in for the 2nd time here tonight.
Now, one of the reasons Al Solis is getting so much room outside is they are constantly leaning in and putting emphasis on wherever Nelson Asaitono is, and his man is looking for Nelson, sags off a bit, and he's making the help pay.
And Solis, as we mentioned, has buried 5 3-point shots. Lastimosa, not that bad, you know, 18 points by Giorgio Lastimosa.
Comes in the game averaging about 14 or 15.
15,
and that's after a big explosion last game against Pepsi,
which went into overtime. We go down to Nelson Asaitono. He backs up against Hawkins. It works. Hawkins hoping for a charge, none forthcoming. None came. Here's Barrientos. Hold it, says referee Bello.
It's going to be 2 shots for Jolas.
Estrada will pick up the personnel. This is the view of the officials. Referee Bello making the call there. (72-65) is our tally. Jolas misses the free throw. Lastimosa currently 4 of 6 from the free throw line.
Shooting 83% coming into this game.
Turnaround. And we have some great scorers going to work here. Meneses is one of them.
Well, that was a nice quick move by Verhel that time.
Meneses has a total of 12. Huino in the post. Hawkins above the key. Shot clock down to 12. Hawkins receives it back from Huino. Pick and roll. Hawkins decides to go for it, and Hawkins has had a solid third. Hawkins with 11. 9 of them here in the third.
I believe he's made all 4 of his shots, plus a couple charities.
3.5 to play. On the run! Oh, the Pampangueños getting a great game here. Just as you are enjoying this together with us in this very special vintage sports presentation. This game played earlier tonight. Inside to Huino, nowhere to go, bottled up. And it will stay, however, with Alaska.
Well, good jamming up of the inside where Huino likes to go. Take a look at this lob pass from Nelson to Verhel on the last series for Swift.
Back with us live. Alaska in a rush to put that up. They were left with 8 seconds on their shot clock. Time down to 3 minutes, friends. Solis fires a long three.
And he's at home here in Pampanga.
And Estrada with a foul against Barrientos. It's a shooting situation. Timeout. Let's pick up some interesting action here as we continue with the third quarter, which is left with 2 minutes and 52. And that was the last foul of Troy Estrada. Now, Swift has been kept in this encounter mainly through the efforts of Al Solis, who has now nailed a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-point shots. And this is a close game.
I don't believe Al has missed the second half from outside the 3-point arc.
All of his points coming from there. No 2-pointers. Doesn't like them tonight. Barrientos spreads the lead a little more. 3 points. Boom. That's 77-73. 2:52 as we mentioned. Solis now being watched a little tighter now. Estrada above the key, shot clock down to 12. Nelson asking for it. Solis is given a pick. It's a pick and roll. Solis forced to pass off. He was in an ungainly position. That's a grabbing situation for it.
Well, that time Alaska had some great rotation defense against the pick and roll. Came up with the steal but couldn't control it. Tied up off a jump ball. We just missed it. That would have... we just see the jump ball really. Didn't see that fine help side defense sliding over by Alaska. Swift with the height advantage on this tip. Let's see if they can control it.
They do, but it ends up in the wrong hands. We rush over to the other side. Baseline drive. Won't be anything for Cardell there. And off the rebound, a foul. Penalty situation in that, as we are in the penalty situation for both teams. Huino is the culprit there. Huino with his first personal foul. Watch it again. (77-73).
Both teams have been in the bonus here for the last 2 minutes. Foul shooting will be crucial at the end of this quarter, as I'm sure it will be at the end of the game.
Okay. Referee's trying to organize the free throw. You know, the Pampangueños are watching this game so intently. I can't really tell which team has more fans here.
It seems therefore the fans with the team with the most exciting play. Al Solis has certainly woken them up here in the third quarter. (77-74). Here's Barrientos. Cardell, three. Oh.
This is a game raining with threes.
Boy, that was great ball movement. As soon as Barrientos saw an opening with Joe Last, they swung the ball around the other side, and John Adell, I think Coach Tim Cohn is correct in saying he is his most improved player. Steal.
Here comes Johnny, too strong. It's a 6-point lead, 1 minute and 38. Vergel Meneses frontal assault, no way, and Aceitono takes it away from Cardell. Aceitono, offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Aceitono.
Let's take a look at Vergel. Did a nice job pulling up this not to get the charge. Lastimoso up strong. Excuse me, Aceitono up strong. And they call him for running into John Adell, and much to his dismay.
80% of the time when you lead with your shoulder, call usually ends up against the offensive player. 80-74, and Cardell was planted in that particular sequence. There's Cardell losing the basketball, being stripped of possession. Estrada could have traveled there. Meanwhile, Swift ending up losing the basketball. Johnny A to the right, Cardell, yes!
Boy, did you see that transition by Alaska though before? They lost the ball, still they got 4 men back to stop the Swift fast break, turn around, make a steal, and come back and convert on it.
That's right. You know, what has happened here is that Swift knocks on the door, but Alaska refuses to open it, even to find out who's knocking there.
It was a song, wasn't it, Seth?
I don't know.
Someone's knocking, who's coming in? Rudy Distrito rolls one in.
Coming in. And Distrito has made a significant contribution of 17 points. Castello, a foul. Estrada in his effort to shield Barrientos, ending up giving 2 free throws to Barrientos. And Estrada picks up foul number 5.
And I'm sure we're going to see Telroy Abarillo checking in the game as he peels off his jacket.
Checking that, Estrada with only 4. I don't know if my scorer Boy Ocampo knows how to count 4 or 5. It's a big question. He likes to hear his name on TV anyway. It's 93-76. Stop smiling, get back to work. And Alaska is still in front, 83-76, only 35 seconds to go here. And Bonel Balingit out to conquer some territory inside, is all set to check back in.
And it's been the speed game here of Alaska. We've talked enough about it, but it's been evident they've really pushed the ball up, and they think they have a distinct advantage over Alaska in transition, over Swift in transition.
That's correct. And we're down to half a minute. Here's Albarillo. Nelson Aceitono gains momentum, but is stripped of possession. Meneses picking it up. Shot clock reads 6. Meneses gains room. Aceitono with a reverse and a foul to boot.
Boy, Vergel got a break. The ball sort of bounced to him, and then he went underneath in the lane. He has a choice to give it to Balingit or Nelson. He makes the correct choice here with Nelson, and Nelson just goes up over 2 people rolls it in there, and he's got a chance for a three-point play.
And they cashed in on that one with just about 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. The foul on that last play was against Quino. Again, you're watching the special Vintage Sports presentation on IBC 13. This is a delayed telecast of a game recorded earlier, down to the last 10 seconds of this third quarter. 3 seconds to go. 2, Araneta! Alaska managing to keep this tough Swift team at bay so far, but we still have the fourth. Join us for that one.